So, you have a spy anime for me? Yes, sir, I do. So pretty much I was watching the most recent James Bond movie. Okay, not following at all. And then I thought, you know what the spy genre is missing? Original ideas, maybe? A family of spies. That actually sounds great, and I would like to hear more. So there are these two countries, Westalis and Ostanai, and tensions between them are high, right? Tension is high, huh? And so this guy, Agent Twilight, is gonna infiltrate the country Ostanai. Why is he gonna do that? To get some intel on this guy Desmond, who's like a minister or something. Oh, so it's an assassination. No, it's, you know, it's actually just really not clear what he's trying to do, but he just needs to talk to this Desmond guy. Okay, so how's he gonna do that? He figures that Desmond only ever appears in public at his children's school, so Twilight decides he's gonna get a job as a teacher. No, he's gonna enroll as a student. He's gonna get a child and train them to get into school and earn enough awards so they can attend the party with Desmond. Huh. That seems like unnecessarily complicated. Well, if it was that easy, you wouldn't have a show. Oh, well, when you put it like that, I still don't get it, but good for you. Anyway, so Twilight's gonna take the name Loid Forger and adopt a daughter named Anya. Oh, she sounds cute. What's she like? She's a telepath. She's a who, what, where, when? She can read people's minds, so immediately she knows that Loid's a spy. Is this a spy show or a sci-fi show? It's the kind of show that if you're gonna nitpick, you should just shut up about. Shutting right out. And so Loid's gotta find a wife, so he meets this lady Yuri, right? Oh, what's she like? So she's an assassin, nicknamed Thorn Princess. Of course she is. So Loid asks her to marry him, and she accepts because it will look suspicious if she doesn't have a husband at her age, supposedly. Will it, though? That's what we're going with. Alright then. And so then Anya's gonna roll in school and meet Desmond's second son, Damien. Oh, what's this guy like? He's rich and entitled, and Anya punches him for it. Yeah! No, don't cheer at that. What? Anya's gonna get a Tantarus bolt as punishment. A thunderbolt? That punishment does not fit the crime. No, it's just like a major demerit, and if you get 8, you get expelled. I see. Then Anya's gonna meet Becky. Who's this lady? She's a fellow student, and she's the daughter of a banker. Oh, what else? She hates Damien and loves Loid, and that is, yeah, that's the extent of her character. I like it. And then Yor's brother Yuri is gonna show up and ask questions about why'd you suddenly get married out of the blue. You see, that right there is a normal reaction to that. It turns out that Yuri works for the secret police, so Loid knows he's gotta trick Yuri to think that him and Yor are in love. And does he? Yep, Yor's gonna get drunk and punch Yuri, and that somehow convinces him. Conveying feelings through blunt force trauma is amazing. Wait, no. As then Anya's gonna play the most intense game of dodgeball you've ever seen. Oh, what are the outcome of that? Literally nothing. That works. And then Anya's gonna earn a stellar star for when she saves someone from drowning. Go, Anya! And so then Loid takes her to the aquarium to watch some penguins and break up an illegal smuggling ring, watch some more penguins. We're just gonna skip over that smuggling ring, alright? And then we're gonna meet this dog who can see the future. Okay, is anyone in this show normal? Not at all. And so then Lloyd's gonna stop an assassination attempt on Westalis' president, and they adopt the dog, and they name him Bond. Seriously? Bond? It's named after the TV spy Bondman. You're doing something really shameless right now, you know. Thank you, sir. That was not a compliment. The Damien is also gonna get a Stella. Oh, cool. And so, yeah, that's a thing. Oh, a very cool thing indeed. And then we meet this lady Fionia, codenamed Nightfall, who's Lloyd's old partner. Oh, what's this scary like? How'd you know she was scary? Well, is she? Oh yeah, she's a total yandere. I rest my case. You present no evidence to support your point. It's 2024. ChatGPT's all the evidence we need. Moving on from that, just horrifying thought. Loid and Fiona are gonna participate in the most intense tennis tournament you've ever seen. And what's the outcome? Well, never mind. Nothing actually happens, no. What? Well, they thought they could get their hands on some secret plans, and then they found some old dude confessing to some interesting things. I'm sensing a pattern with dramatic sporting events. Anyway, Yor's gonna get drunk again, and Lloyd's gonna try to kiss her. You do know you're just repeating the same things over and over again. And then Lloyd's gonna get thrown across the room. Okay, I'm out. You're clearly just spinning your wheels. And then Lloyd's gonna meet Desmond. Nani? The final boss is in level 1? What's going on? And so Lloyd's just gonna have the most intense conversation ever with Desmond. And nothing's gonna happen? Yeah, how'd you know? Gee, I wonder how. Anyway, what do you think? Well, I just gotta ask, how cute is Anya? Yeah, she's super cute. But is she mochi cute? So, you have another family spy for me? Yes, sir, I do. And for this one, I was thinking we make a movie. Oh, so does that mean we're gonna adapt the cruise ship arc? Oh, well, no. You see, I figured we do this thing where, you know, we don't follow the manga at all for this one. Oh, actually, yeah, let's do that. I see no problem with that at all. Yeah, exactly. No reason at all. So we're gonna start with a reintroduction of the characters, right? Doesn't everyone already know the characters since they would have already watched season 1? Probably, but we're gonna do it anyway to fill some time. Are you padding the runtime because the story is, you know, just flimsy as hell heck? Hey, shut up. And so then Loid, he's gonna meet with the handler and realize he's been taken off of Operation Strix. Well, why's that? Well, because, you know, he's not getting any results. Anya already got a Stella. She's 1/8 of the way there. This wasn't gonna be an overnight mission, you know. Yeah, well, the thing about that is, you know, they're gonna completely forget about that for the sake of making this a plot point. Is that because if we didn't have this hanging over the heads of the characters, they wouldn't all conveniently do the things that they're gonna do throughout the movie? Well, you know, it is just the most convenient for sure. And then anyway, Anya's gonna realize that they've got a cooking competition coming up, and the winner might just get a Stella. I thought Stellas were only handed out for academic excellence excellence and community service, not for, you know, making a good pastry. Hey, shut up some more. And so then Loid, he's going to be watching Anya's class and realize that the principal is going to be the judge, so they should probably make his favorite dessert so they have a better chance of winning. Wait, I thought Loid was off of Operation Strix. Why is he still peeping in on Anya's classroom? Ah, well, you know, he's thinking that, you know, if he can get Anya to win a Stella, then maybe they'll reconsider, you know, taking him off the mission. Well, hang on, this is a non-canon movie, though, so there's no way Anya's gonna get a Stella, or a Thunderous Bolt, or, you know, anything that could potentially alter the plot in a permanent way. Oh my gosh, you're right. Yeah, let's just hope no one notices that. Yeah, I mean, the last thing we need is some jerk on the internet pointing this out. Agreed, and so when Anya arrives home that night, Loid's gonna tell her that, you know, they're gonna go on a trip so we can taste this magical dessert. Oh geez, Anya must be freaking out about the fact she's about to lose her pretend family. What? Well, I mean, she's Anya, right? So doesn't she notice that something's up? Well, you know, not really. Well, why not? Oh, because, you know, why would she know that? Are you asking me why the telepath would know what other people are thinking? Oh my gosh, she's a telepath, isn't she? Did you really forget about something that important to the plot? You know, I didn't forget, I merely failed to remember. Alright, you know what, just what happens next? Anyway, they're gonna go on this train to this kind of snowy destination in the far north of the country, and Anya, she's gonna find a key in the bathroom. Ooh, this is sounding exciting. What is it a key to? A key to this super duper secret and important chocolate. What's so special about this chocolate? Well, you know, inside it's hiding a microfilm, and if that microfilm gets out, then you know it's war between the East and the West. I'm sorry, a micro what? Well, you know, it's a microfilm, and the thing about this microfilm is it's the best microfilm. No, there's no better microfilm than this one. Essentially just a generic MacGuffin, right? Essentially just a MacGuffin, yeah, but then Anya, she's gonna mistake it for a chocolate because it looks like a chocolate and eat it, and so the generic bad guys are gonna be pretty upset. Oh no, what are they gonna do? Oh, well, Anya's gonna call out to Yuri, and she's gonna just immediately knock them into the ground. That seems about right, yeah. And then the family, they're gonna arrive at this restaurant that serves the magical dessert, right? Oh, they're gonna go get it? Well, you know, they almost get it, but then this bad military guy is gonna show up. Wait, how do we know he's bad, though? Well, he steals out the magical dessert right from under Anya. Oh no, this guy literally took candy from, well, I guess not baby, but, you know, something close. And since the restaurant's all out after that, they decide that they're gonna make the dessert themselves. Ooh, and where are they gonna get the ingredients for such a magical dessert? Ah, well, you see, they're gonna go to just the normal shopping center of the town, yeah. Oh. For a magical dessert, I was expecting, you know, a little more magical of ingredients. Well, let me tell you, there's gonna be this one ingredient that's very hard to find. Non-alcoholic cherry liqueur. Well, I make the cherry liqueur unalcoholic. So that way Anya can go and buy it and get kidnapped by the bad guys because they want their microfilm back. Oh no! And so Loid and Yuri, they're gonna realize that Anya's missing and she was taken, right? But Anya's up in this new fancy airship, so they can't get to her. Oh, sounds like it'll be difficult. Actually, super simple. Barely an annoyance. Oh, really? Yeah, Loid's gonna steal this plane that's just sort of sitting there as like a, you know, museum prop, and somehow not only does it have fuel in it, but it also works completely, you know, perfectly. And Yuri is not at all suspicious that her husband just happens to know how to fly a plane. Oh, not at all. In fact, she's even gonna stow away in the plane's hold. What? And so the bad guys, they're gonna try to shoot them out of the air, but Loid, with his expert piloting skills, is gonna somehow manage to dodge every single bullet fired at him. This is starting to get a little unrealistic. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet, and so then they're gonna land the plane, and Yuri's gonna be fighting these turrets as well, and then one guy's gonna try to launch a grenade, and she's gonna throw it back to him, and it's gonna, you know, explode and light the ship on fire. Yeah. Have these guys never heard of the Hindenburg? Apparently not, and so then Yuri, she's gonna face off against this giant dude with, like, machine guns for arms. So, she's fighting the Terminator, basically. Yeah, essentially just the Terminator, and then Loid, he's gonna face off against the bad military dude. Oh, and how's that gonna go? Well, you know, the bad military dude is gonna try to use some gas, but then Anya's gonna expertly manage to hit the button that opens the windows by falling into it with her head. That's it, I'm calling Time of Death unrealism. I'm surprised it took that long, in all honesty. Anyway, then Loid's gonna defeat the bad military dude by sort of cosplaying as him and tricking his soldiers, and Yuri, she's gonna defeat the Terminator. How'd she do that? From the power of lipstick, which is, you know, made of very flammable oil. Is that even true? Surprisingly, it is, and so then Yuri, she's gonna meet up with Loid and Anya, and they're gonna have this nice little scene where they all collectively steer the actively exploding airship away from a heavily populated town into a lake. After all that, you know, they still don't have any inkling of each other's secret identities. Yeah, you know, for some reason, and you know, that reason, of course, being that I don't want them to be, they're not suspicious of each other at all, so they're gonna return home, and, you know, Loid's gonna realize that he's actually allowed to stay on Operation Styx now. Oh yeah, that was kind of like the driving force behind all of this, isn't it? What happened with that? Because, you know, the movie's almost over, sir. We don't have no time for this plot point anymore. We gotta move on. You forgot about it until the last second, didn't you? Maybe I did, or, you know, maybe I did. Anyway, it doesn't matter though, because Anya's cooking class is coming up, and she's all prepared to make the magical dessert. Ah, yes, the fated cooking class that they sacrificed so much to do well in. How's it end up going? Not really, because, you know, the kitchen is gonna break, so, you know, the cooking class is postponed. An entire kitchen... Bro, that is what we're going with, but now, you know, the new time is going to conflict with the president's schedule, so they got to change judges to the vice president. His favorite food is, you know, some sort of berry pudding from the south. Why is that important? So that we can tease a whole new beach adventure, you know, if this movie actually does well. Yeah, because the non-canonical movie of, you know, a fairly popular brand is going to do well. Give me a break. So, you have a Spy X Family for me? Yes, sir, I do. And you remember when you told me you wanted half the budget for this one because season 1 was too expensive? I think I said half your salary. Well, I've solved it by making it, half as long. Oh, does that mean we're gonna be focusing on quality instead of quantity this time around? Not at all. It's just, it's halved for, no apparent reason at all. Sure, why not, I guess. So what happens in this thing? Well, first thing that's gonna happen is she's gonna be on a mission and she's gonna get shot in the butt. Okay. Which is, funny, so please laugh. I mean, please laugh. It's not that funny. Well, what if she grimaces in pain with every single waking step? Do you even know what humor is? Yes, this right here, so, laugh, please. No. Alright, fine. So then anyway, Loid's gonna see her and realize that, she's got something going on with her, so he's gonna try to cheer her up. And what is he gonna do exactly? Well, he's gonna have this amazing idea to take her out on a date, and, she's gonna be in pain the whole time. That sounds, awful. Aha, but did I mention that Anya's gonna be tailing them? Anya's doing that? I can only guess that's gonna go very badly. Oh, absolutely. I mean, Loid's gonna notice, immediately. Yeah, that checks out. And then there's gonna be this evildoer at the restaurant that recognizes Yuri, and he's gonna try to slip her a drink full of poison, and, suddenly the pain's all gone. Why? Oh, well, you see, because the thing about Yuri is, she's immune to poisons, I decided. That makes sense. I mean, we can't have a main character dying on us. Exactly, and so Anya, knowing what this bad guy did, is just gonna, take care of him with a jar of explosive peanuts. Since when did peanuts explode? Since exactly this point in time, right now. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because, Yours happy now, so we're moving on. On to what? Well, you remember Bond, right? Oh, James Bond. No. Oh, the not at all related TV show Bondman. No, the dog Bond. Oh, yeah, the future-seeing dog, I remember him. Exactly, so he's gonna see a future vision of, where he dies from eating Yours dinner, so, he's gonna try to help Loid finish up his mission early so he can come home and cook him dinner that he won't die from. Okay. And then Damien's gonna go on this, explorationary trip where he's gonna learn the value of taking a break sometime. Hey, can I ask you something? Aha, in a moment. And so then Yuri, he's gonna try to, arrest this guy who's selling, defamatory articles about the East to the West, right? Just a moment of your time would suffice. And then Anya's gonna play a game of Old Maid with her classmates to decide who's gonna get these macaroons that supposedly if you eat them, you become an Imperial Scholar. Shut up! Whoa! What are you doing? What do you mean exactly? This is like a sitcom where nothing happens and every episode's plot is different. Speaking of which, where is the plot? Oh, the plot. Yeah, that's just hiding until I decide that I need it. I'm just gonna say, I think you need it. Really? Because I had this amazing idea where the informant character is gonna try to catch this girl's cat to impress her. I'm gonna warm this one up. Oh my gosh. Alright, if you insist, I guess we can move on to plot. So, I guess she's gonna be out for the mission, right? Oh, this sounds interesting. What kind of mission is it? The kind of mission where she has to protect a mother and her infant child from a bunch of gang members who want to KO them. Oh, actually sounds very interesting. It is gonna be interesting, because guess what? It's on a cruise boat. Oh, nice. And because, we can't actually split up the main cast. Loid and Anya, they're gonna also be joining. Wait, isn't it Yours mission? Why would anyone else be there? Yeah, well, the thing about that is Anya's gonna very conveniently win a raffle for a cruise boat that just happens to be going at the exact same time and place as Yours cruise boat. Well, isn't that convenient? It sure is, but the thing about this cruise boat is that it's packed full with assassins who want to kill the targets that Yours supposed to be protecting. Okay, sure, why not? The thing about this boat is that it's wired for sound, so Yours constantly gonna be under attack by assassins. At what point are they gonna realize that the ship is bugged? Seemingly Yours never does, although Loid does notice, immediately. Oh yeah, Loid, what's he doing while, his wife murders a bunch of people? Trying on weird clothes, mostly? Is that something that anyone wants to see? Probably not, but we're gonna do it anyway. And so then after a few days on the boat, the targets are going to be rendezvousing with the boat to take them to a safe country, and it's all gonna happen during a fireworks show. Oh, fireworks, yay! The thing is, though, the bad guys have intercepted Yours' plan, so they're all gonna be waiting for it, and it's gonna be like a big final fight. Oh, what's gonna happen there? Well, first it's gonna look like Yours, she might be getting a little bit defeated here. Oh, no! But then, she realizes that she can't die, because, she's a main character. Oh, yes, that is for sure true. And so she's gonna manage to defeat the bad guys. How did she manage that? Well, Anya's gonna conveniently run into the situation and throw Yours her missing stabbing thingy. And it's gonna land right next to her. Sort of. One of the assassins is gonna step on it and accidentally shoot his other friend while landing simultaneously on his face, and then Yours gonna notice that her knife is there. Is this a comedy show now? For 2 seconds it absolutely is gonna be. And so then Loid, he's gonna realize that there are a lot of bombs on this ship, right? Bombs? How many? A vague amount leaning towards a lot. Oh no, I mean, what is he gonna do? Immediately don a face and decide to help the Secret Service, dismantle them. And the police aren't at all suspicious of this random guy they've never heard of coming up to them and knowing how to disable this exact type of bomb. Yep, turns out they don't think twice about it. Okay, so does that mean that, everything's okay now? Well, not quite, because, the head bad guys, they're gonna be escaping on this little raft, right? Oh no, it sounds like it'll be difficult to stop them if they're already in the little boat. Actually, super simple, barely an annoyance. Oh, really? Yeah, Loid's just gonna take this one bomb and a clock and then throw it over the edge of the boat, and it's gonna conveniently hit the bad guys all the way down there in their raft. Wow, that is convenient. I know, right? So anyway, after all that stuff's happened, the family's gonna reunite and have sort of this nice little vacation on this island, right? Oh, what are they gonna do on this island? Well, let me tell you, they're gonna be standing around And smiling, because there's gonna be a lot of smiling. Yeah, that sounds like what a vacation would look like, to me at least. Right, and so the Anya, she's gonna arrive back at class and try to impress all her schoolmates with, you know, what happened on her vacation. Doesn't she go to school with like a bunch of rich kids who have probably taken way more extravagant vacations than her? Well, it turns out that, you know, yes, they have. They're gonna laugh at her like a lot. So, what was the point of that? To fill time, sir. I mean, we got 2 whole episodes left. Wait, 2 more? And so Anya's friend Becky is finally gonna get to meet Loid, and, you know, we're gonna have this nice will they, won't they kind of thing going on, where, you know, will Loid leave his wife at the behest of a literal 6-year-old? Well, I mean, surely no, right? Ha No. Wait, did you just roll a die? Yeah, I did. What if that dice had come up negative? I mean, would Loid have left Yuri to go live with Becky? Yes. Oh my gosh. And so Bond, he's gonna foresee like a burning building, and he's gonna get Loid to come in, help him save like a puppy, and also catch the arsonist who did it. Oh, would you look at the time? Yeah. What? But we've still got like 55 minutes left in this meeting. Don't care. You know, we're stopping it right here. I can't take another second of this. All right. I guess you know, what did you think? Honestly, kind of felt like one plot arc surrounded by like an inescapable lake of filler. Good, that is what I was going for. I mean, honestly, does like anyone even like the filler? I don't know. I mean, I think you might be surprised. Hi there, it's Anime Pitch Meeting here. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, then click over here for something that you probably want to watch next. And in the meantime, while you're deciding, please enjoy this funny blooper from the video that you just watched. Wait, already? But we have like 55 minutes left in this meeting time. Oh, that's funny.